Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about the paintings of the Rajasthan. But before we go ahead with the paintings of the Rajasthan, here I have some of the Padma awardees for you guys, like the famous personalities from Rajasthan, those who have received some awards in the field of arts. Okay, so who are these names? Who are these people? Let's see. First we have our Ram Kishore Chipa. Ram Kishore Chipa, he has got a Padma Award in hand block printing. Second, we have Sri Lal Joshi. He has got for Pad painting. Tilak Gitai, he got for miniature painting. So in miniature painting, we have the two personalities, right? One is Tilak Gitai, and second one is S. Shekhar Ali. Our fifth one is Arjun Prajapat. He got for sculptures, and the sixth one is Mahesh Soni for Theva art, and Mohanlal Kumhar for terracotta art. So these are the some of the Padma awardees that you need to remember, because in exam this may be asked in any of the exam in any of the form, right? So alright guys, now our main topic of discussion, that is about the paintings of Rajasthan. We are going to go ahead with it. So guys, what this you can see on the screen, this is known as called your Pichwai painting. Okay, now we will read in depth of Pichwai painting. All right, this Pichwai paintings, these are the work of art that are used to adorn. Adorn means to decorate. Okay, adorn, what is to decorate? Okay, decorate the walls of temple behind the idol. Okay, behind the idol here means the main statue we are talking about. So generally the Pichwai paintings are kept behind the main statue. It's a piece of cloth, right? So Pichwai style is from Nathdwara school. Okay, so this kind of questions are asked in the exam. That is why I made it red in color, guys. So okay, so you have to be very careful, and you need to remember that from where this Pichwai style okay, it's from which school they may ask you. So that is Nathdwara, and is identified by the characteristic features of large eyes. What are the characteristic of Pichwai painting? Large eyes, broad nose, and heavy body. Okay, similar to the features of idol of Srinathji. So Pichwai painting is associated with which lord and goddesses? That is your Srinathji. And Srinathji, this temple is famous for this Pichwai painting also in Rajasthan. Okay, further it says that while the painting has a pink lotus, okay, in summer the painting has Sarad Purnima in night scene with a bright full moon. The themes such as the Ras Leela, Holi, Ankut, that is also known as called your Govardhan Puja, are also seen in the relevant occasion in this kind of paintings. They are called Pichwai paintings. Okay, traditionally the colors which is used in this, the colors and the brushes made of the horse, goat, and squirrel hair. Okay, and they use natural colors in this, and the brushes are made up of from the tails of these animals. But now, as these days, like a lot of new techniques and technologies are available, so they have better option than for the brushes and colors. Another significance of Pichwai painting is the use of gold in it. Okay, and because of this use of gold in it, it easily take around 3 to 4 days to prepare one Pichwai painting. Now guys, what you can see on your screen is your Bundi Seli miniature, okay, or your what we call it, this is the painting originated from your Bundi designs. All right, so we are going to read about it now. So let's see what it says about Bundi Seli miniature. The first set of Bundi miniature, a depiction of Indian ragas, was painted at a place called Chunar. Bundi excelled in its illustrations. Okay, and illustrations means what kind of example it gives in its painting, that is Krishna Leela. Okay, Rashik Priya. The blend of Mughal and Deccan art also elements in the Bundi styles is unique. Okay, one can see the Mughal and Deccan style in it. Ragmala illustrations, legends like your Leela Majnu, historic events, scene of the harem and the village life are the favorite of the Bundi style or Bundi Seli miniatures. Okay, these are the favorite topics of it. Now fine color combination, compositions, unity, delicate line work, manipulation of diverse element, a blend of real and imagined vibrant landscape, and a strong power to drag mind impart to the Bundi's stylistic distinctions. Guys, next we have our Bikaner Okay, Bikaner Shailee miniature. Okay, this kind of styles you will find the painting in the Bikaneri style. Okay, so let's have a look at Bikaneri Shailee miniature. What it says. This is your Uniara. What is Uniara? Uniara is a sub school of Kotha. Is an excellent clubbing favorite various festivals and conventional themes like your Baramasa and in the depiction of the ragas and various myths. Okay, next is your Indragraha. Okay, is the another Kotha sub school. Okay, preferred portraits. Bikaner style is predominant by Mughal elements. It is dominated by Mughal elements. It is partly because of the master artists, okay, such as Ali Raja, Ustad Saibuddin, Rukunuddin, Nuruddin, Murad, had come from the Mughal world and were depicted in the Mughal style. Means they dominated, they took over this Bikaneri Shailee, and that is why it is more kind of Mughal dominating style it is. But despite in its themes, the Bikaner always inclined to the Hindu myths also, and you can also see what you can see in as far the Hindu styles are concerned. So you can see Krishna Leela, Ramayana, Bhagavati Devi, Mahatmya, and Ragmala. Okay, depiction of village life also you can see. Baramasa festivals, processions, hunting. Okay, all these things can be seen in your Bikaneri style. Further, it also says that the perfect technical execution, maturity of form, elegance of soft color effects, the widely known as Neem Kalam. Okay, so what this Neem Kalam? Neem Kalam is a perfect and the technical execution, maturity of the form, elegation of soft color effects that is widely used is called Neem Kalam. Okay. So is a contrast to the Rajasthani's bright, deep tones characterize the Bikaner's miniature. Now your this image, this is of your Jodhpur. Okay, this is of your Jodhpur Shailee miniature. This kind of art you can see over there. So in this Jodhpur Shailee, it is you won't find too much content in it, but still as a part we need to read it. So Jodhpur inherited the art tradition of the prior Marwar, which is called now Pali. It is sub-center. It was revived in early 17th century in its Ragmala paintings. Further, it says one can see the Pali idiom was replaced also by the Mughal elements in subsequent. Okay, and Jodhpur excelled in the depiction on what it described. This Jodhpur Shailee miniature mostly describe your Baramasa, Ramayana, votive images of gods and goddesses that you can see more in Jodhpur Shailee miniature. Okay, this image is from your Kishangarh. Okay, Kishangarh Shailee. Okay, so next we have our Kishangarh Shailee miniature. So Kishangarh excelled in sensuous. Sensuous means something which gives pleasure to mind and body. Rendering of majestic feminine beauty. So why the Kishangarh Shailee is famous for? Especially for feminine beauty and ideal realized. Okay, in Bani Thani. Okay, now what is Bani Thani? Bani Thani is the name of this image as you can see, and the previous RIT exam also the question has been asked regarding this Bani Thani. So you have to be very careful about this topic. It's artistic artist, okay, who are the artist who made it is Bhavani Das, and another one is your called, just a minute, hold on, this is the name is called Surat Ram, and Nihal Chand gave to the art world some of the timeless pieces. Okay, so these important names which you need to remember here, that is of your Bani Thani paintings, Bhavani Das, Surat Ram and Nihal Chand. These are the artists, those who come up with this masterpiece. Okay. Further it said the Krishna cult dominated the Kishangarh art scenario. Okay. But Ramayana episodes, your hunting scenes, portraits were also one can see in the Kishangarh Shailee. And Raja Savant Singh, a great patron, okay, was often painted as a Lord Krishna also. Okay, so they may ask you that which Raja was painted as a Lord Krishna. So answer should be Raja Savant Singh. Okay guys, here I have something about your Jaipur Shailee also. Okay, I'm sorry I did not write the name over here. So miniature art at Jaipur began during the reign of your Sawai Jai Singh. Okay, and Muhammad Shah and Sahib Ram were the principal painters of the Jaipur style. And Jaipur excel in the life-size portrait depicting the myths, ragas, astrological principles, and different amusing and even including the erotic themes. Jaipur generally used a large size canvas, this is in Jaipuri paintings, ornate backgrounds and bright gorgeous borders. Okay, so this is about your Jaipur paintings or Jaipur, and this is the image of your Alwar Shaili painting, okay, or Alwar style of paintings or the miniatures. So your Alwar Shaili or the miniature Alwar is sub-center of Jaipur. It is a sub-center of Jaipur. Excelled in fine composition, majestic feminine beauty, variety of themes and graceful figures. Okay, Amer preferred representation of abstract themes. Uh, Ajmer Swar went for hunting scenes, okay, rendered vigorously. Jalore, Jaisalmer, and Pushkar they remain confined for the art activity to the frescoes. And what are frescoes? Frescoes are the painting on the wall. So means in your Jalore, Jaisalmer, and Pushkar, they are not more in this kind of paintings, but they are more in fresco paintings. Guys, this what you can see. This is known as called your pad, okay, or also called pad painting. Okay, so you can see this image carefully over here of pad painting. We are going to discuss about pad painting now. Here this pad painting or pad is a style of religious scroll painting and folk painting. Okay, practiced in Rajasthan state of India. The style of painting is traditionally done on a long piece of cloth or canvas known as pad. Okay, so what the pad actually dictionary meaning, it's a long piece of cloth. The narratives of this folk deities of Rajasthan, mostly of Phubji and Dev Narayan. Okay, these two names are very famous in the field of pad painting. You need to remember that. Okay, the Bhopas. Okay, these are the Bhopas are what? The Bhopas are the local priests. Okay, they carry this pad painting. Okay, and they move from village to village. Okay, the pads of Pobaj are normally about 15 feet in length, while the pads of Dev Narayan are normally about 30 feet long. Okay, traditionally the pads are painted with vegetable colors. Okay, so your Joshi families of Bhilwara, Sahapura and Bhilwara district of Rajasthan are widely known as the traditional artist of your folk art in pad painting. Okay, and presently Sri Lal Joshi, Nand Kishore Joshi, okay, Prakash Joshi and Shantilal Joshi are some of the most famous name in the field of your pad painting, who are known for their innovations and creativity. They have added something more in it. Noted example of this art is your Dev Narayan ki pad and Phubji ki pad. These are the most famous pad paintings, as I told you. Okay guys, now what you can see in the front of you, this image is actually of your Giso painting. Okay, that is your GESSO, Giso painting. Okay, if I write it, because the writing is not coming correct in this. Okay, so it is somewhat like, so this is known as called your Giso painting, which you can see here. And how the Giso paintings drives its name? It drives its name from its maker. And who are the makers of it? That the makers are Usta. And who are Ustas? Ustas is a community of craftsmen who migrate from Multan in Pakistan to the Mughal court at Delhi. Okay, and later are being invited to by Raja Rai Singh to Bikaner. Okay, so later on this Ustas they shifted to Bikaner. So Giso painting is also known as called your Nakshi art. Okay, at its origination place. The technique was used to ornament the wall. Okay, and why this Giso painting is used for? To ornament the walls, pillars, ceilings of Bikaner, Junagadh Fort and Anup Mahal. So if you get chance to visit the Junagadh Fort and Anup Mahal, so there you can see this example of your Giso paintings. Okay, so during the time of the British in India, Nakshi work on the camel leather became more popular. Okay, camel hide and light and unbreakable, this skin of the camel. So that is why it became very popular at the time of Britishers. Okay, so if we will talk about the most popular Giso painting. Okay, so its composition at your Bikaner and it is name of it is known as called your Tarabandi. Okay, as you can see this name Tarabandi over here. All right, so this Tarabandi is one of the most famous Giso painting. And what you can see in this Tarabandi, in Tarabandi, one can see a star-studded sky and nakashis, a pattern of minute flowers and motifs. Alright guys, so this is all about the paintings of Rajasthan. In next video I will come up with the more information about folk art of Rajasthan. Okay, meanwhile if you like, then please kindly like, subscribe and share, don't forget for that. Alright guys, thank you very much and have a nice day.